This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Welcome to TPC Sawgrass, known for one of the most terrifying holes in all of golf, the 17th Island Green. This is Rich Lerner alongside my colleague Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, and we'll be calling all the action for today's event. Frank, you're no stranger to this layout, and you can get huge swings late in the championship. 16's the reachable par 5. We know what can happen at 17. And 18 with water all along the left, that's just one of the most daunting tee shots in the game.
You've got three of the biggest shots that you really have to sort of muscle up to. You're right, 16's reachable, therefore an eagle is a possibility. But also we've seen 6s and 7s. 17, we've seen 2s, 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s, you name it. You keep hitting. Just ask Sean O'Hare a few years ago when he had a chance to win the championship. And, of course, 18, one of the most uncomfortable tee shots because you've got to hit it in the neck of that fairway. Should be safely on deck.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Settles in over the putt. -1, getting really going. Second hole, it's a par 5.
You'd think birdie or eagle off this tee. We've seen a lot during the Players' Championship, but once again, you have to move that tee shot right to left. But be careful of those pines. Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
315.
Second shot.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Another one inside of 5 feet. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round.
Yeah, a little unlucky there.
Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Well, how about this start? Birdie to open the round. Frank, a nice mix of holes to start. So here we go with a par 3 at the third.
Very narrow at the front of the screen, and that bunker too, you don't actually see it off the tee, the back left bunker, and it sneaks into that left side. So if that flag is on the left, just be careful.
This one has a chance to be close. Terrific golf shot, and now that for an easy birdie. Frank, 2 is nice, but
3 is even better.
That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Frank, the bunker on the right, I wouldn't call that a pot bunker. That is some kind of a hazard, isn't it?
Yeah, meanders all the way down the right side, but really it's the lesser of two evils. I'd rather be in that bunker on the right than the hill on the left.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. That is tasty looking right there from just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Drops another birdie and moves to 4 under on the day. Now to the 5th. This long par 4 thought to be one of the most difficult holes on the front side here at the TPC Sawgrass.
If you've got plenty of length in the bag, you can almost take it directly over the bunker on the right. But if you're not as long, you have to air down that left side.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
How about this little move? 5 under par now. 2 straight birdies. Hole number 6, 393 yard, par 4. What's in store for us here, Frank?
Another one really where you're just trying to poke it down there. When you stand on that back tee, there's an overhanging limb that you just get an eye of. So if you try and hit that ball a little too low, that's going to encourage a miss hit. Nice.
Looks good. Great strike and a great result. Sitting up, good chance to attack the flag. Frank, getting set for this approach shot. Our featured golfer is a player, it's obvious, in full flight right now.
It is. This is where it doesn't matter what the sport is, and golf is a great example for it, though, where when you play your best, it's almost like you're just playing out of your subconscious. Everything happens, it just flows, and you don't really think about it.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie.
Rich, I'm starting to lose count. This is just birdie after birdie.
It's all-time stuff. I mean, this is territory we just don't visit very often. Count it as 6 birdies for the day. Frank, what do you think of the 7th?
Interesting par 4 for 2 reasons. The undulating green on the end of the hole that also shapes to the right, that makes it look like a dogleg right. But really, you want to play that tee shot just inside those pot bunkers down the right side.
Couldn't ask for too much better here. Now the approach to the 7th. Frank, what do you need to be mindful of here?
It's rather narrow in the front of this green, and then there's some mounds both right and left. Be very aware of those mounds. They can actually help you out.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Well, Frank, we've heard of lucky 7s. Nothing lucky about this run. This has been spectacular.
Just pure genius out there at the moment. This is something to watch. So, fingers crossed, 7 in a row. Surely not.
And it makes the green in regulation. Locked in on the read and the speed. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, the 9th is really a good par 5, isn't it?
There's so many options here. Just play it away, sort of 3-wood it down there, then go to the right, then sort of wedge it on the green. But it's very tempting, especially in the right wind conditions. And that's if they're coming over your shoulder for a right-hander from right to left. Then this par 5 is very reachable.
Good tee shot right in the fairway and plenty long. Second from an excellent lie. Good swing, good shot yet again. That is one of the shots of the day right there, and he will have a really good look at eagle. Shouldn't be a problem here. Well, that looked for all the world like it was dead center.
I've got no idea how that missed.
You may have lost track at home, but we're keeping count, and that is 9 under for the day. Setting up to start the back 9 here, and if it's anywhere near as good as the front 9, Frank Hill will be very happy with his score at the end of the day.
Yeah, the hardest thing right now is to just keep doing the same thing without focusing on the score. That's an absolute beauty.
Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second. What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
Oh, that incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Hole number 11, 558 yard, par 5. Frank, players in attack mode here.
Yeah, just try and blitz it down there. There are other bunkers on the left to consider, but really with that much fairway, this is a green light opportunity.
Well, those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Stuffed it in there really close, and now just a tap in. Well, they don't come around too often. Opportunities for eagle. You want to seize it if you get the chance. This is a good one here. Well, go ahead and do that. Eagle on the call. Up now, hole number 12. It's a short one, 358 yards, par 4.
This can catch you off guard. If you just try and hit the ball on the fairway, if you're on the middle of the fairway, the left side, you will have a blind second shot. So ideally, hit it down that right side of the fairway if you want to see the flag. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. So that sets up a tougher second shot. Missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. Second shot coming out of the rough here. On the green in regulation. Getting set now over the putt. I mean, almost hard to believe. 13 under already. Frank, so much focus on the back nine here at the stadium course at TPC Sawgrass on the 17th hole with the island green. I think 13 gets lost sometimes, but the pros know this is a really good hole.
Oh, it can be disastrous too. That's, I think, what you're referring to, Rich. There's a big ridge in the middle of the screen that bisects the top side with the bottom side on the left. So even when the flag's on the left, you don't have to go directly at it, because that normally causes the problem with the wooden bulkheads down the left side and obviously the water left of that. So something on the ridge can often run down towards the left. But we have seen the odd hole-in-one here over the years.
And through the years, Frank, it has gotten the best of the best, hasn't it?
We've seen Tiger Woods hit it left. We've seen Vijay Singh hit it left. We've seen so many players in the water down the left. Conversely, many a championship's been lost by hitting the ball up in the mounds on the right.
You take 4 here and run to 15?
I would sprint.
Frank, halfway home on maybe the toughest par 4 in the golf course.
Yeah, for some reason, for such a big green, it's always hard to get that second shot close.
This is a good-looking shot. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
No, sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
So they'll tap in. Good roll. Now to the 15th, and Frank, I know this is a hole that you really like.
Yeah, it gets no respect in my book, which I think is a shame. Just a nice dogleg to the right. And really 2 good shots and a 3 here, which is actually a rarity. It sets you up for those closing 3 holes. Too often people just take 15 lightly. And 15 has just a gentle nibble that turns into a bite.
Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. He'll need to be strong with this. I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Count it, that's a birdie. You licking your chops here, Frank, as a player, when you get to this tee box?
Well, it's an opportunity. A 4 here certainly makes the mood better when you walk to 17 and then 18. So a 4 here is more than just making a birdie on a par 5.
Excellent, perfect position.
Ball's just sitting up too. You could hit anything from there. Well, with a good shot here, Rich. This eagle on the cards. Hole very reachable from where he is.
Don't get many opportunities like this. This is a good place to take advantage. Appears to be tracking well. Well, that's how you play the game. Right there. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Frank, a couple different ways to watch golf as a fan. You can follow your favorite player for a number of holes, or you can park yourself in one spot. I think one of the better ones is the hill behind the 17th at TPC Sawgrass.
Yeah, and that's why the reaction of the fans is so different. If you followed that player the whole way around, you lived and died on every shot he's hit. Meanwhile, if you're stuck at a hole, you want to see some tragedy, you want to see some great shots, and consequently you get that divergence of different type of fan.
And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Now to the 18th hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4, Frank, and another example of visual intimidation from the designer, Pete Dye.
Those wooden bulkheads that go all the way down the left side of 18 give you like an optical illusion, Rich. And there's not a single fairway bunker on the right to give you something specifically to aim at. So you've got to fixate on one of those trees. This is not a hole where you want to be looking at anything other than a specific target.
He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th, and now he is in a really good position to make a birdie here on the final hole. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. He's made it. Now one of the more difficult holes in golf. The 18th here at Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. In 2013, this hole averaged .39 strokes above par. What makes it so challenging?